A group of Catholics in the strife-ridden country of South Africa are sharing the best gift they have with their neighbors, their sincere faith in God. As they share their faith, they are witnessing God's mighty, wonder-working power. Jesus' last instruction to his disciples was to go into the whole world and proclaim the good news to all creation. He told them that certain signs will accompany those who have professed their faith, and that the sick upon whom they lay their hands will recover. In Mark's Gospel, we read that they went forth and preached everywhere, and the Lord continued to work with them throughout and confirm the message through the signs which accompanied them. Christians in the multiracial Midrand community between Johannesburg and Pretoria are experiencing this today. They are seeing people healed as the good news of Jesus Christ is proclaimed.
And we find that in a community like this, the people are very, very receptive to the gospel. Although, as you can see, the people are not in extreme poverty, they have many sociological problems. But across the road here, you can see the traditional black township of Tembisa, and also the new informal housing structures going up, which really are squatter camps. Well, this is a suburb of Verna Valley, which is, in traditional terms, a so-called white suburb. It's also serviced by the same parish, Holy Trinity Parish of Midrand. So you have a whole mixture of communities here. Some reasonably well-to-do, some in extreme poverty.
Catholic layman Mike Mahoney was part of a team invited to help the parishioners at Holy Trinity Catholic Church share this good news of Jesus with their neighbors.
This was a conventional Catholic parish in which we had been running a 5-night mission during Lent as a prelude to moving into a time of training Catholic evangelizers.
Mike Weldon was also part of that team.
One of the evenings of the mission is devoted to healing, and we had a Eucharist, and at the end of that, almost the whole 400 people that were here came up for prayer for healing of one sort or another.
One of those who came up for prayer was 72-year-old Eva Ramushu. She suffered so much from arthritis and rheumatism that she could hardly walk, and she could barely see. Sister Martina brought her to the mission that night.
I used to see her going with a little boy up to fetch her pension, and she was kind of wobbling along, and he went her by the hand, and she could sort of see the ground only as she went along.
As we prayed for me, I saw something like a lightning struck like that. Then when I looked like that, I could see. Then I said to them, I can see. They couldn't hear me because it was such a lot of noise in church.
But she said to me, take my glasses, sister. I said, why are I taking your glasses for? You won't be able to see at all, even the ground. And she said, I'm cured.
I said, Sister Martina, I can see. She said to me, what do you mean you can see? I said, I can see. She said, what I'm wearing? She had a navy blue jersey on. I said, you've got something like blue.
I said, you're cured. What can you see? She said, I can see your face and I can see what you're wearing. And I asked her, what was I wearing? She said, you're wearing blue.
After Mass, we came outside and she told us then that she could now see what she hadn't been able to see before.
The next morning when I get up, I couldn't believe myself because I couldn't walk with my arthritis, my rheumatism. I can walk. You know, I started to jump like this. I couldn't believe myself. You know, I was so thrilled. I jumped in the room. I was jumping like this in my room. You know, I do this. I could open my fingers because my fingers were tight like this. I couldn't even open my fingers. And I was so thrilled.
Next morning, of course, I came up to see that it was true that she really could see. I came up to her home and I saw that she was not only seeing, but she was jumping around.
I couldn't believe myself, the way I was so happy, seeing I could walk and I can see. Even now, I don't even wear my glasses. I can see each and everybody in the house. I was dancing like that. The way I was so happy, dancing like this. I said, glory to the Lord.
What struck me about that night was that here was a conventional Catholic parish which hadn't been exposed, I suppose, to any particular one of the renewal movements of the last few years. And yet there was such a hunger in people's hearts for a touch from God.
Jesus said, "The Spirit of the Lord has been given to me, for He has anointed me. He has sent me to bring the good news to the poor, to proclaim liberty to captives, and to the blind, new sight." As Catholics in Midrand, South Africa bring the good news of Jesus Christ to their neighbors, the lame walk and the blind see.